And the problem is that mainly young people are getting killed. So this is a horror.
You ready? Hey, you ready? Hey. Oh, yeah. Wake him, makes you dead.
We get the go-ahead for Čelić, 20 kilometres of the most dangerous stretch of road so far. Strategically, this area is important. A Muslim area, it sits on the edge of the Serbian supply line to Greater Serbia, which they defend rigorously.
We spoke to them yesterday and they don't actually expect us to turn up. And they've had a lot of spoken promises before and people didn't show up, and when we do show up today there'll be quite a lot of happy people in these villages here. There's no cover. They fire from the hills. The town's watched. So you know it's like, let's move quicker and let's get out of here. I hope that today we can have enough time to actually sit with the people and ask them if they're happy with the packages, what's their life like. So we know next time we come back that we didn't bring the right thing, or we know what their needs are.
Is anyone back there? Because I can't see shit. Is everyone rolling okay?
Well, I can see them without my glasses on, so that must be pretty close.
The legacy of this war is now more apparent than ever. This Muslim town is empty, totally destroyed. It's been ethnically cleansed by the Serbs. The worst genocide Europe's seen since Hitler's Second World War. Even if the Muslims escape this fate, as refugees they're still under threat.
This individual sat down, he's appointed by the government, and he was the man in charge of the displaced persons and refugees in Bosnia. And he started to tell us that there was a problem with Muslim refugees down the coast in Markaskar, 5,000 of them, and there was a problem because they weren't happy where they were living. And he says the only solution to that problem, 5,000 refugees, was to kill them. This man is the humanitarian officer for the government of Bosnia. He said the solution is kill them, 5,000 people.
Only a few kilometres from the front line, and an escort appears from nowhere.
It's good having an escort, though. At least we're not going to get lost.
This is the Muslim town of Čelić, a town that never expected us to arrive.
Finally we made it. We're actually here. It's so nice. It's what it's all about. But we're still waiting to unload, slowly, sitting in the heat, but yeah, that's what it's all about. To unload now is okay when we actually get to meet the people and see the people who are going to get it. That's what it's all about. But it's choice, mate.
Čelić is a town where time has stopped, a town still under attack. During the day, silence is the rule. The Serbian front line is so close the snipers can hear you talking. Every night, the shelling resumes. After a great deal of persuasion, we're taken to the front line. This innocent back street on the edge of town. Step on it and you're shot at. We can't stay too long. The camera makes too tempting a target. We unload quickly. Men and young boys appear from nowhere to help stack the food and supplies they never thought they'd see.
There's lots of trucks that go in and out and they dump 5 tonne or whatever they carry of maize beans in a shed and leave. Because we're independent, we're able to go to the towns, wherever it may be, and meet people and help them and know what they need for the next visit.
Normalno, dobro se osjećam, drago mi je.
You feel real good, very happy and a lot happier than it used to be.
Pa ne znam kako da kažem.
She say she don't know how we're gonna explain to you because she feel good and happy and she see the trucks because she's not from this part, she's from other village calling Korai, and her village is burned off. I mean, the ground, nothing is left, nobody in that village is left. And when she see this truck, she feels strong, and somebody think in the world gonna help them.
Osjećam se tako, drago mi je, mislim, dobro mi je, ne...
She like it, she feel good, and she don't have word, you can see myself.
Da vide ove kamione I tu radost, da se obraduju.
She say she feels sorry but she don't bring her kids to see these trucks, you know, because they're gonna be happy. Them knows is some candy inside or similar stuff, you know, for her kids.
Ne mogu stvarno više.
She say I can't say nothing else much.
This aid will see Čelić through the long, harsh Bosnian winter. Isolated by the fighting this summer, they were unable to reach the fields to cultivate their harvest. In winter, deep in snow, they'll even be more desperate.
Like a couple of days I saw it, old lady sick, just sick. Maybe she needs few pills, few tablets, or good doctor, and she's gonna be okay. But that lady has to probably die, who knows what else. These people never begging in the street, never. Today them has to, because them doesn't have houses, them doesn't have food, no medicine, no doctors, no gasoline, no nothing.
It makes you realise that 98% of the world are very, very lucky, and these people at present aren't. And I can't see peace being had for a while, so I can just see there's a continual need for helping them. They definitely need the help.
The lump it puts in the back of your throat, the goosebumps it brings on your skin is reward enough.
I'm ready to do another one. Tomorrow, in fact. No.
Steiny is a rip-off. It's so expensive, and it's expensive because it's good. It's got world acclaim.
We get through to people who really most need us. I think actually we're far more responsible than some of the people who drive around their big white trucks and who wait 10 days for political and international support for their convoys and their aid work. Not us, it's the people in there who actually want us to come. They can't afford the luxury of us to be a functioning, normal, structured, following the procedure, humanitarian aid group. They don't want that. That's why we exist.
East Mostar, a city devastated. Here the trippers become magicians and join their touring theatre show. These children live in the ruins of this once beautiful city. They have permanent psychological damage from the war. The serious road trip bring relief from the violence in a country where peace seems an impossible dream.
Colleghi.
The serious road trip are amateur entertainers who responded to a need. Simon Mines is the wizard who transforms these accountants, stockbrokers, mechanics and part-time truck drivers into clowns and musicians, jugglers and magicians, conjuring up the only touring roadshow in Bosnia.
These kids really need fun. They've been living in a war zone for 2 years now with very little to look forward to, and just the whole idea of clowns in town just gets them wild. When the bus came here last time, there were thousands in the street, and this time it's really good to see the same faces, and the kids, oh, you're back, it's great. They're really happy.
It's never enough what we do. But if for 3 kids in former Yugoslavia, if we have 3 kids, then we've achieved a hell of a lot. And by helping them, we're coming to them and telling them, yep, we're aware of your situation, we know it's bad, and trying to get football. We just go play football with them.
You know, I think that's the first time that the children can see some different. They can see only people with the guns, with some bombs around them, and it's the first time come somebody who want to love them, and I think that's a good idea.
In the days to come, see the ruins rise while the giants sleep in the ruined skies.
For these children, the street theatre is serious therapy. A recent UNICEF report states 89% of children under 18 have lived in cellars. 99% have experienced shelling at a close distance. 40% have been shot at, and over 50% have witnessed massacres and killings. Bosnia's children, a generation who have had their childhood taken away.
I might be giant too for Mother Earth. Her pain is deep, the giants know. Her heart is sweet, who knows?
Children like them, and that is the most important. They are like a medicine for children. They bring them happiness, joy, they bring them actually the knowledge that they are still children, and they have a full right to be children, and they have a full right to enjoy in their children's lives.
I think they think that foreign people are only here to give food. I think they see us as being people that treat them like human beings, a bit more sort of we're interested or we care, we come back and see them. They're just interested in having people around that can listen to their stories, because everyone else that they talk to in this town has been through the same problem. It's good for them to see hope and happiness and a bit of, well, this place is pretty destroyed.
There's a war going on inside you, a war going on outside. It's hard to know the distance, it's hard to look into space, and your eyes can't stomach the violence, and your heart can't stomach the waste. There's a war going on.
The serious road trip bring a forgotten spirit of hope to a country at war. Next summer they're planning to expand their travelling roadshow to 50 performances at refugee centres and cities, to establish a permanent circus school and a five-a-side football league in Sarajevo. They're a year-round operation. This trip was in summer. In winter they struggle to move 100 tonnes of aid every month through the ice, mud, snow and bullets. In a place like Bosnia, that's serious enough.
I'm here for the kids. I love seeing them smile, jumping around for joy, and I get a lot of energy from the kids just having fun. That's why I'm here.
I hope in that we can afford to stay here, and we can, and the ability is that we can work here. In other words, the governments and the bureaucracy doesn't drive everybody away or make it far too difficult to operate.
If we can show other people that it's possible to do it, or the situation is that bad that we're addressing it and other people should address it also, then we will help that generation for sure. We can force UNICEF to go to a place because we've been there and go back and tell them that they should go. And don't promise these people and don't show up. We've been there, we showed up, we did something for them, the kids need this, they need your help.